Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from Malinovka Standard West spawn. European server Sebastian not in his looks this time. He's in a T71. Although we have another of his looks films coming up in a few more films. It appears that Malinovka got tired of Sand River Assault Defense trying to claim the throne of the best scout map, and it's launching a comeback because 3 of our next 4 films are happening on Mali. Can't control that. That's where people are having good battles at the time. And it's also interesting because we see so many battles where scouts are out causing damage. You're going to see a series of battles over the next 4 or 5 films where in most of them they're winning fights a lot of the times by spotting. So this is going to be a look at passive spotting from days gone by. In this battle, there's 2 scouts apiece, no artillery. The enemy team has a lot of mediums. That's good if they decide to move up to the north. Decent amount of heavies, 2 TDs. His team has more heavies than mediums, which is also good if they go to the hill, and 3 TDs. So his team's a little bit less mobile. But if you can get that heavy armor up on top of the hill, that can be an advantage. $13.90 looks like it's moving down to E4. Maybe he'll keep going. Nope. Okay. So let's see where Sebastian goes. Okay, right beside him. He's going to hop up a little bit. Oh, here comes a 131. So he's running back behind this little ridgeline terrace. What in the world is a heavy doing up there? That's just retarded play. The 1390 goes to that excellent spotting bush, and the heavy pulls in right beside him. Completely ruins the spotting location because the heavy is going to get seen. And sebastianpotachka told me about this. He's so pissed off at the FCM. He put a round into the back of him, just saying, "Dude, you're a jerk." And he's like, "No, don't copy me. Don't get mad and shoot people." But I think everybody, no matter how calm you normally remain, there are times when somebody does something that's so freaking stupid, you just put a round into them anyway, just because you're so mad at them. It's not a good thing to do, but everybody gets too mad sometimes. It's because the heavy pushed the 1390 out of the bush to the front. Why he would do that, I don't know, but he died for it. He's supposedly a good player. He has a great stats. He should know better than that. I have no idea what that was all about. And it was to Sebastian's platoon mate, so that's why he put it round into the back of him. It didn't matter. The dude was anyway. Taking a heavy up to that spot's just suicide. You may get away with it once in a while, but when the enemy has scouts in the locations that they did, there's no way your heavy's surviving up there.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
So again, if you're new to autoloaders or haven't played them yet, you get that little break in the action, and as soon as he does, he hits reload button and loads a fresh clip, so he has a full set of 6 rounds ready to go. It's nice and sad at the same time to see European players can be just as stupid about what they say as North American players. We don't have a corner on the stupid market, apparently.
Permission to engage. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Gets the fire.
That went up good. Penetration. Where'd they go? Enemy armor is destroyed.
The enemy CDC is actually in a good location, but at the same time, it's a trap. Because of the fact that Sebastian Potachka's team owns the hill, the usefulness of the location that the CDC is in is greatly diminished because he doesn't have people north of him that can snipe at his spots. So for the most part, he's going to be pulling up over the ridge there, lighting people up with hardly anybody that can help with support fire. Now, if his team had taken control of the hill, then it's a great time to be there because you have people that are able to snipe what you see. But he picked a bad time to go there because he doesn't have the team behind him to help him. You got to be aware of what else is going on in the map when you make decisions what to do. It's like normally the CDC getting to this ramp is a good thing, but right now all it does is trap the guy there without the ability to do much. There's no Artie in the game, so Sebastian can pretty much just keep him proxy scouted by staying close to him. He's thinking about circling around. You can actually move over into here and get shots at the back of that guy if there's nobody up here providing overwatch. He's trying to go farther off. You have to get farther forward though, because that hill sticks out far enough. Unless that guy makes a bad move, you're not going to get to shoot him from here. You have to go farther out. Normally, if you get down in here, you can do it. Now, if he backs up a lot, you'll get a shot from here. Ah, yes, there he is. Oh, just not quite enough.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Now, in this case, he wasn't reloading, but he deliberately just fired off 2 shots so he couldn't reload. He just took 2 blind shots hoping they'd hit, just so he could reload again. The CDC's dead. A couple unknown tanks yet, T44 and T51. It's like, where the heck are they? Ah, there's the 44. He's still down along the water. He's going to come up and pull out right behind the 152, take this guy out.
Target acquired. Penetration.
And another fire.
That one didn't go
Oh, be
through.
careful.
Enemy
Gone.
torpedo destroyed.
Second fire of this fight. Gotta love it. T71's pretty good at causing fires. You shoot in the engine compartment of tanks and you will get fires. So he's going to use the guy capping his bait to draw out the enemy team and hopefully set himself up in a position. There's a tree down, 2 trees down, to where these people coming off the hill, he'll be able to spot them for his team or get shots at their flank as they move south to try to reset. Instead of going up the hill, directly up the hill after them, knowing they're going to be coming down the hill, he wisely pulls to the side. Now he gets spotted and tries to set up in a bush where he's going to be able to remain hidden, but didn't quite get set up right. No matter, he got to see 2 of the tanks so far, so his team has a good idea of what they're facing. Everybody's been seen but the 251 right now. He doesn't seem to have done anything all fight. Goodbye, FCM. You're being stalked and you don't know it.
Acquired.
And now it's too late.
Gotcha.
There's the 251. Nope, that's the object 704.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So he's gonna unload his kit, unload his clip on him and kill him, trying to keep him tracked the whole time. There's the 251 up there. The last thing he wanted, as he knows he was going to have to reload soon, was for that guy to get untracked and be able to rotate. So he deliberately tried to keep him tracked, and with his teammates' help, the guy died before Sebastian had to reload. He ends up 3,462 points of damage with 3 kills, 25 of 35 shooting, 71%. Got 2,648 spotting damage with 7 spots, and made 52,532 credits. XP wise, he got 2,510, survived the fight, got a patrol duty, and then spotter, arsonist, fire for effect, and bruiser mini medals that gives him a battle score of 2,560, and that just nudges him into first place by a small margin. We're getting a lot of T71 battles that make it to the hall, but none of them have managed to get very far above the minimum requirements. I think we're still within 100 points of the minimum to get in, and we have 4 or 5 battles in the hall already. That'll change, trust me. So he started off wanting to come down to E4, 1390 beat him to it, so he moved into a bush to the side, and enemy was responding with some tanks down along the water. FCM on his team got stupid and pushed his platoon mate out of the bush, and that just messed up what they were doing. So he moved up here, and as he went, he shot 1 round into the back of the heavy for being stupid enough to do what he did. As I said, it's like every once in a while, even somebody who never causes team damage gets so mad they just let one fly. Don't make a habit of it. It has bad results for you if you do. Like, you get yourself banned in the middle of the fight if you do it too often. And it hurts your team. It hurts you, it hurts your team, it hurts everybody. But sometimes you just get so mad at how stupid people can be, it just happens. So get your nerves back like he did. and go on and have a good fight. He stayed up here in these bushes and spotted for a long time. And as he moved away a little bit, the CDC came over here and down into this location. Like I said, the enemy CDC, this is normally a great spot to be at, but you have to have a presence on the hill. By the time the CDC did this, Sebastianpotachka's team already owned this end of the hill, and they owned the whole hill. So that totally negates the value of having the CDC here, because you need the spotters shooting down from up here in order to make that position effective. You can learn as much watching other tanks in these Hall of Fame films many times as you do by watching the featured player, because that CDC just showed you an excellent example of, hey, this is normally a good move, but not so great right now because my team's not in position to support it. Be aware not only of where your team is and where the enemy is, but what that means to you. And don't go into positions where you can't do anything. It just got him trapped there until eventually he died. Sebastian moved down here to try to get spots into his side. The 152 pulled across. He was able to get a couple snipes on him and then come in behind him and take him out. And then with the guy capping, he knew the 3 tanks left would be coming from up in this area down to the south. So instead of coming over here like some people might and trying to go north into them, he tried to get to the side to where he could watch them as they came down. Didn't quite get set up in the bush good enough, but he survived being seen and came up and was able to get behind everybody and just move down from the north and help pick every one of them off. And he ends up in the Hall of Fame for doing it. Be aware of what you can do. Be aware of the locations of your teammates and what that allows you to do. And then at the very end, as you saw him recognize, hey, the only enemy left are up here somewhere. We don't know where they're at, but they're going to be moving south. If I move off to the side, I should be able to light some of them up and help my team take them out. Use the mini-map, people. It ends up winning fights. It ends up putting you in the Hall of Fame. Happy hunting.